Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to this new live stream. Hello, I see Abdurrahman is here with us. Okay, so I see that people have started to join. So hello and good afternoon, everyone. It's the afternoon here. It's 3 p.m. where I'm speaking right now. And I would love to welcome you to this fourth live stream on our channel, Woo English. And as you can see on the top of my screen, the topic for this session will be how to describe your personality. So we will see different adjectives that we can use to describe our personality, and we will see also some idiomatic expressions. I will explain to you later what we mean by idiomatic expressions, but as we wait for more people to join, maybe you would love to get to know who's with us today. So I will reintroduce myself as always. My name is Hamza, and I am an English instructor. I'm joining you today from Morocco. So I would love to see where the rest of you guys are joining us from. So let me know in the chat, and as you do so, don't forget to like and share maybe this live stream with your friends. Maybe they would love to join us and benefit from us. Okay, so my name is Hamza. I join you from Morocco. So I will show this in the on my screen so that you can all do the same and share with us where you're joining us from. So I see that more and more people have to join in. Hello, I see Artyom has joined us. Very happy to see you again, Artyom. If I'm not mistaken, because I'm really not sure about the name because it's in Russian and I can't really read the Russian script. So if you can confirm that this is Artyom that has just joined us, hello. So where are you joining us from? I see Chess Strauss. So where are you joining us from? Let us know where you are joining us from. Hello. Oh, okay, great. So you are also from Morocco. So we have Russia so far. We have Morocco. So let's see where the rest of you guys are from. Very happy to see you here with us. So as I said before, the topic of today's live stream will be a little bit different from what we normally do. So instead of talking about mainly about the type of stories, etc., so we will talk about a vocabulary session. So it will be more about vocabulary and more specifically how to describe our personality. So let's see. Hello, Dora. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. So where are you joining us from, Dora? Let us know. Okay. I see. Okay. So maybe if you can change the little bit the settings. Oh, your Sodora is from Colombia. So I'm not sure really about the quality of the video, but maybe if you can change them from the setting of your application of your YouTube application. Okay, all right. So let me see if I can fix this now. So I'm not sure whether the camera will be better now. I will let me check from my phone and see. Okay, so yes, so let us guys know where you are joining us from before we can start. And before we can start talking about the topic that we have for today, which is talking about personality. I see. Okay, let me see. Maybe you guys. Okay, thank you. Yes, absolutely. So I'm still trying to fix the issue. I'll still see because maybe you guys. Okay, I see. Indeed, absolutely. There looks to be an issue with the inter the. Okay. So maybe if you guys can try to change maybe the quality of the video you're watching and see if that will fix it. But I hope that will not affect the the content of the live stream. Okay, so I think we can start with. I see that people are with us. Hello, Irina. Hello, you're joining us from Ukraine. For the rest of you, you are always welcome to share with us where you're joining us from. And let's go directly to start the topic of today's session. Okay, I see that a lot of people are. Okay, maybe this will fix it. All right. So personality. I hope that all of you understand what we mean by personality. So when we say personality, what does that mean? For example, so let's. Or maybe if you know other ways to say personality. So how can I say personality in a different way? So what do you mean by personality? And let's. So what do we mean by personality? Maybe I will remove the banner from the top, and I hope that will fix it. Okay, maybe hope that will fix it. All right, it means the country that people are from. So actually, not really. It doesn't refer to your country. That's nationality. All right. So that's nationality actually. All right. So that's nationality and not the country that we are from. So that's nationality. So when I say I'm Moroccan or I'm Spanish or I'm from a different country, that means or that's different from personality. So nationality, if anyone knows what we mean by personality, rather. So what do we mean by personality? Or if you know any different words that we can use to talk about or to say personality. There you go. You got it correct. You absolutely got it correct. So it's absolutely the character of a person. So the character. So we write it like this. So the character of a person, you got it correct. Can you remind me of your name? Because if you can remind me of your name, the follower who the character of a person. You absolutely got it correctly. Just that the word character was spelled incorrectly. So it's the character of a person. So it's, for example, so who can give me some examples? Hello, Sokram. I see that you have joined us again. I'm very happy to see you with us. So can someone tell me, or let me share with you my. I hope this will not be blurred because I can still see that the camera is a little bit blurred. So I hope at least my presentation will not or will be of good quality, hopefully. So yes, so when I wanted to describe my personality, so let me start by asking you this question. How would you describe your personality? So how would you guys describe your personality? And I give you a little example at the bottom. So in the bottom, so for me, if you ask me, how would you describe your personality? I would say I am helpful, I am hardworking, and I am ambitious. Do you guys know what we mean by these adjectives? So helpful, hardworking, and ambitious. Let's start with the first one. Helpful. So what does that mean? Dora says I'm working, so I only can hear. It's totally fine, Dora. It's totally fine for us. So you can listen to the live stream, and of course you can share. So whenever you feel like sharing something, you can share it through the chat. And so, yes, so for me, I can say I'm helpful. So, what does that mean if anyone knows? I'm helpful. Let me see. So, helpful, exactly. Can you please remind me of your name so I can see the name? Is Halawat Shtaranj, but I can't keep saying that. So, if you can tell me what is your name. Okay, so I'm coming. I'm getting there. So I completely agree. A helpful person is a person who loves to help other people, okay, or who helps other people a lot. All right, I would love to describe myself as that. So helpful, exactly. I really love this. So Kram, I really love the words that you are adding to us. So a person who is willing to do things unconditionally. Unconditionally means I don't expect you to give me anything. So I want to help you, but I'm not expecting you to give me money, for example, or to say, even to say, maybe you can say thank you, but I'm not expecting anything back. Okay. This is what we mean by helping people unconditionally. All right. So, great. So let's see the second one. So hardworking, a hardworking person. What does that mean? A hardworking Amin. Okay, very good. Nice to meet you, Amin, and welcome to the live stream. So, hardworking person. So it simply means maybe I will explain some words that don't need a lot of explanation. Hardworking simply means a person who works very hard. Okay, so if I have a dream, I will work very hard to achieve that dream. So let me maybe share with you the definition of the word. So hard working, a person who works so much, all right, or who works hard to achieve his or her dreams. So this is the definition of a hardworking person. So person who works so much. All right, so I see that Artyom also a hardworking. Okay, let me share Amin's definition. So hardworking, doing many things to achieve something, and I completely agree. Or to achieve your objectives, you are totally correct. So I will do a lot. I will work hard. I will work long hours to achieve something. If you do this, you too are a hardworking person. Okay, so let us now go to the last one because I think that Artyom asked us about the last adjective, which is ambitious. So let me ask you guys, what do we mean by an ambitious person? An ambitious person. What does that mean, ambitious? So ambitious. So let me see if anyone recognizes the meaning of knows the meaning of the word ambitious. Exactly. Sukram, it's give a full effort to do or any desired objective. I completely agree. So this is very close to the meaning. An ambitious person is simply a person who has big dreams. Okay. So ambitious person, and especially someone who is working to achieve those those dreams. Okay. So for example, for me, I want to do a lot of things in my future. I want to achieve some goals and some dreams that I want. So I can describe myself as an ambitious person. So let us do something before I introduce the adjectives that I prepared for you today. So I want to ask you, how would you guys describe yourselves? So if you can give me two adjectives that describe you. So in the chat, write for me two adjectives that describe your personality. Again, so these are my examples. So for me, I think that I am helpful, I like to help others, I am hardworking, I work hard if I want to achieve a goal, and finally, I'm very ambitious, meaning I have big dreams for the future. So how would you guys describe yourselves? So I will give you some time to think about this before I move to the next thing. And of course, while you are doing that, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends and who would love to join us maybe here or in the next live streams. Okay, so Amin says that he is ambitious and courageous. Great. So we talked about ambitious. We said that it's someone who has big dreams. Now Amin adds another adjective, which is courageous, and I really like this adjective. So courageous is someone who has no fear, no fear. So he is courageous, and he is also another word for courageous is in English we can also say a brave person, a brave person. Okay, so I can say I'm courageous, I have no fears, I can do whatever I want. Or also we say a brave person, a brave person. This is also an adjective that we can use. Okay, so let us see if anyone else. Yes. Oh, I really like. Okay, great. So Iman is joining us, and she said that she is very calm and easygoing. Great. I really love these two adjectives. So calm person is a person who is very calm, not very stressed. So a person who is who doesn't like do a lot of movements and stuff. So very calm person, and also she is easygoing. Do you guys know what we mean by an easygoing person? Easygoing. So an easygoing person, what does that mean? Or maybe Iman can explain to us what she means by being easygoing. Mm-hmm. Anyone? So an easygoing person. Maybe I will explain it. So an easygoing. Okay, exactly, exactly. So maybe a person. Okay, so Imani is adding more and more adjectives. Great. So a mellow person. So she said that she is also mellow. But let me. Okay, let's see the easy explanations for this word easygoing. So maybe doesn't care about the details a little bit, yes, and easygoing, not in a hurry doing things. And I think that you, Sokram, are closest to this adjective. So when we say that someone easygoing is someone who doesn't overthink a lot, he doesn't think a lot about things, doesn't stress, and doesn't worry about things. So easygoing, very calm, and a person who faces the difficulties, etc., in a very calm manner. So this is a person easygoing. So Kram, what about you? How would you describe yourself in two adjectives? And of course, for the rest of you guys who are watching us on this live stream, today we're talking about describing our personalities. And I would love to see how you guys describe your personalities. How would you describe yourself? So maybe you are in an interview, for example, sometimes you want to start a new job. So maybe they can ask you, hey, how would you describe your personality? So today you are going to learn a few adjectives that you can answer with. So let's see. Anyone else who would love to share with us some of his personality adjectives or personality traits? Great. All right. Very good. So Sukram, he describes himself as being charming person, and also a faithful person. All right. So faithful. So maybe I will explain them so that we can move on. So a charming person is a person who will impress you. So if you see a charming person, you will really like him. He will leave a very good impression on you. Okay, so we say that this person is charming. Okay, actually, this word you will find it a lot in stories, especially like fairy tales where there is a prince. All right, prince. So when there is a prince, we say he is Prince Charming. So princes are always very charming. Also, Sokram says that he is very faithful. So faithful person, we can say faithful, or we can say loyal, a loyal person. So a faithful person, a loyal person is a person who will always be with you, a person who will not maybe cheat on you or stab you in the back or tell on you. So it's a person who will always support you and be with you. So let me share with you the two words that I added, and then we will move to the next slide where we will discover the first three words. Okay, so we said faithful. We also say loyal person. Wonderful. Okay, so let us now move to the next slide where we are going to see some more adjectives that we can use to describe ourselves. So let's go. Okay. So we will start, of course, when we say that we want to describe the personality of a person, the adjectives we can use can be either positive or negative. Okay. So they can be positive or negative. Today, I'm going to give you 9 positive adjectives and 9 negative adjectives. Okay. So 9 positive adjectives, 9 negative adjectives, and then we will see some idiomatic expressions. So I have here 3 adjectives. So let me explain them to you: sociable, affable, and generous. Sociable. So pay attention to the pronunciation of the words: sociable, affable, and generous. Generous. Okay, so the first letter here is j. Okay, sociable, affable, and generous. What do we mean by these words? Of course, anyone who knows the meaning of any one of these adjectives, you are more than welcome to write it for me in the chat. I will read it later, but I will just proceed and explain them. Maybe I have a question here from Amin. So Amin said with sentences or only words. We will see actually both. So I will show you words, so just the adjectives, and then I will show you the words used in sentences. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. I will show you how you can use them in sentences when you are speaking. So I will start with sociable. A sociable person, it just comes like it's, I think it's very clear the meaning of this word is a person who likes to be with other people. So I can say, I like to be in parties, I like to be outside with other people around me. I love to hang out with my friends. So let me add this verb, to hang out. This means to go out with my friends. So to hang out. Okay, so to hang out with my friends, this means that I am a sociable person. Okay, I'm a sociable person. Exactly. So a sociable person. So let's say person who like to adjust with all living things. Almost. So it's more related to other people. Okay, so it's person who likes to be with other people. Great. So Iman gave us another. Actually, Iman, this is a synonym of the second word, an affable person. An affable person. So an affable person is a person who is very friendly and is also a person you will like so much. So when you meet an affable person for the first time, you will like him immediately. Okay. So there are people, of course, it takes you time to start to like them and be friends with them. But if you have an affable person, You will love them immediately. They will be your friends from the first minute. Iman, the second word actually, or the word that you introduced, is more related to the second adjective we have on the screen. These are two words. So we said a sociable person, a person who likes to be next to people, and an affable person, a person who likes to be. Um, Hello, Jack Efron. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. Okay, so affable is a person who is very friendly. You like this person, etc. I love the word that you added, Iman. Thank you so much, but that's not related to these two actually. So an affable, very simply, is a friendly person. It's a person that is likable. Okay, if we can say a likable person. Last word that we have here is generous. Generous. Okay. So a generous person, maybe if you know, of course, the meaning, you can share it with us in the chat. So I will explain it while you guys maybe are typing the words. So a generous person is a person who likes to give to other people. Think I have. Great. Yes. Yes, absolutely. It takes, okay. Great. So Amin, yes. So generous likes to give money and donation. Exactly. A kind person. Maybe a kind person, Sokram, goes more with the maybe affable. Affable is a kind person or someone who we like so much. I can see here that there is another one. Okay, so that's the word that we have. So generous is a person who likes to give money to people. He likes to give donations maybe to poor people, people who don't have money. They like to give them. So we say that you are a very generous person. You like to give things to other people. Maybe it's money, maybe it's food, maybe it's you like to maybe even help people. We can say that you are a generous person. Um, Let me ask you a question. What is the opposite of generous? So the opposite is a person who don't like to give anything. This is mine. I'm not giving you this money. It's mine. So what do we call this kind of person? They don't like to give anything to other people. They don't like to share their things. Wonderful. So Jack Efron says he is an extrovert and jolly kind of guy. Wonderful. I think that you are a native speaker mostly, so I really like the words that you added, and we will introduce some of those words later, Jack. But thank you so much for adding. Bingo. I can see that in the chat. Amin got it. So we say a stingy person. So when it comes to money, Iman, so Iman says a selfish person. It is very, very close, actually. It's very close because the opposite of giving to people is being selfish and thinking only about yourself. I agree with you. So, selfish, we can say selfish, but the more correct word is a stingy person. A stingy. And notice, please, the pronunciation of the word stingy. Stingy. Okay? So, a stingy person, he doesn't like to give money to people. He doesn't like to share his belongings, his things, his money, his food. He will never share it with you. So that's the opposite of a generous person. Thank you, Iman, and I mean thank you guys for sharing with us and for the interaction. Awesome. So this is the second or the next three words. So the first one is adventurous, the second is trustworthy, and the last one, Iman already said it in the chat box, which is a charismatic person. A charismatic person. So, okay, let us go one by one. So, adventurous. I think you all can understand the word adventure. Adventure, when you love to travel, love to try new things. So, a person who loves these things, we call him an adventurous person. So, an adventurous person, he likes to travel, he likes to try new experiences. Exactly, I mean, especially when these experiences are dangerous. Especially when these experiences are dangerous. But even when they are not that dangerous, we can still say that he is awesome. Awesome. Yes, outdoor lovers. I completely agree with you, Jack. So we cannot be adventurous and just stay at home. Of course, we need to go outside. Any activities we do them outside, like Jack said, we call them outdoor. Outdoor. So the door is where we come into the house, and outdoor activities, anything we do outside our house. This is the first word. The second word is trust. Exactly. Wonderful. I really like this. Yes, Iman, I completely agree with you. So they like to take risks. This is a very good way to explain what an adventurous person is. So they don't know what are the risks, but they like to take the risks nonetheless. Awesome. So let's go to the second word, which is trustworthy. Trustworthy. So if you are a trustworthy person, this means that I can trust you. Okay. So for example, if you are trustworthy, I can keep my money with you. I can say, hey, can you keep this money with you? Or I can say, hey, can you watch my bag, for example? I can leave my computer and say, hey, can you watch my computer while I go to the bathroom, for example? I trust you. You are a trustworthy person. I can trust you. I didn't understand the word Amin, so if you can explain to me what is the word that you said, Billy, but I don't, I didn't. Truthful. Actually, Sukram, not really, not really. A trustworthy person is a person I can trust. A truthful person is a person who is honest, so he can tell the truth. He only tells the truth. A truthful person, okay? So is an honest. But trustworthy is a person that I can trust. It's totally fine, I mean, no worries. Okay, shall we go to the next word? Let's see. It's the word is charismatic. Charismatic person. What do we mean by this? And do you guys think that you are charismatic people? So what do you think? What do we mean by charismatic? And do you think you are charismatic people? Let me see. So charismatic. Wise. Okay, I really like this word, wise. But charismatic person is not really, it doesn't really mean wise person. A wise person is a person who has a lot of knowledge. So this person has a lot of knowledge and they can share it with you. For example, old people, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, they are very wise because they have a lot of experience in life. Okay. But a charismatic person is not really that. I will share with you what is a charismatic person, I think. So, charismatic person, very simply, is a person who is very, for example, he can speak in front of others without being, yes, Artyom, he can be a very interesting person to some extent. We can say a very interesting person, but also charismatic is a person who will impress you. So, a person who can stand in front of people, he can speak without being afraid of speaking in front of people. He will always like speak his mind and share his opinions without any fear. So this is a charismatic. It's a person who has a very strong personality. So when you have a strong personality, we can say that you are charismatic. Okay. So, for example, a lot of businessmen are very charismatic. Maybe we can say also presidents of countries. For example, the president of the United States, especially, for example, Barack Obama, for example, he was a very charismatic person. He can speak his mind and he is very brave, so he is very charismatic. He has a strong personality. I also love what Sokram said, which is that it's a person who can take the attention of people. And I couldn't agree more. I cannot agree more with you, Sokram. A person, when a charismatic person will enter the room, of course, everybody will look at him and they will also be impressed by him. So, yes, so these are the second set of adjectives that are related to positive examples of exactly. So Jack Efron, so someone who draws attention. Draw attention means to attract our attention. And I completely agree. A charismatic person, very strong personality, always will attract the attention of other people. So let us go to the next slide and see what are uh, the next words that we have. So we have three more adjectives. We have optimistic. There is a little mistake there. I'm sorry for that. It's not optimism, it's optimistic. Sorry for that. Optimistic. So I will correct it here. I will share it with you like this. So optimistic. So that's the word because optimism is the word and not the adjective. We cannot say that this person is optimism. We can say he is optimistic. Okay. Attractive. Yes. Yes, Jack. So we can say a charismatic person is attractive. Now, what do we mean by optimistic? An optimistic person is a person who, let's see what Amin said, don't give up and see the world in a good way. And I completely agree with you. So being optimistic has to do with how you see the world. So optimistic people tend to be very positive. They have a very positive idea about the world. They think very good or very well about the future. So they don't say, well, maybe the earth will finish, maybe life will maybe we will die, maybe there will be a disaster tomorrow. No. So an optimistic person is a person who will say, today will be a good day, or tomorrow I'm very hopeful. So also we can say that these people optimistic are very hopeful. I wrote it for you in the chat, but I will show you the word in there. So hopeful, they have hope. Okay, they have positive ideas about the world and about the future. Let us move now to the next word. Okay. Or before we go to the next word, which is resourceful, let me ask you a question. What is the opposite of optimistic? So, what is the opposite of optimistic? Let me write this for you in the. So, what is the opposite in your opinion? How can we call someone who sees the world in a very negative way, who sees the world in a very dark way? How can we say or how can we call this person? If anyone knows the adjective, please leave it in the chat. Evil, sure, evil, but evil is not really about how we see the future. Iman got it. So we say a pessimistic person. We say a pessimistic person. So Sokram, if you can add this word to your vocabulary, so we can say optimistic person is someone who sees the world in a very positive way. They are very happy, they are very hopeful, they have dreams, and they see the world in a positive way. On the opposite, we have people who see only the bad things in the world. They only see the wars and the crimes and the crises that we have in now. So, and also they have a very negative opinion about the future. We say that these people are pessimistic. So I will write it for you so that you can have it in the screen. So optimistic, the opposite of it is pessimistic. Let us see now the next one. It's resourceful. Resourceful. This comes from the word resource. Resource. So a resource or resourceful person is a person you can rely on, and it's a person who has a lot of good ideas. Okay, I will give you an example from real life. So imagine you are traveling, and suddenly the car broke and it's night. Okay, so a resourceful person is a person who will think about the creative ideas on how to solve the problem, that you have. Sure, Iman. So Iman says that there is another type which is realistic. So optimistic, they see the world in good view. Pessimistic, they see the world in a negative view. And Iman added the realistic, which is a person who sees the world as a real place. Like there is good things, there are bad things. So that's a realistic person. I completely agree with you. Wonderful. Okay, so we said that a resourceful person is a person who comes up with positive ideas, comes up with creative ideas. Okay, they have a lot of knowledge and they can use that knowledge to solve problems. So if you know anyone who can solve problems, that person can be described as resourceful. They have a lot of resourceful, a lot of ideas that they can share with you. Last one in positive words is confident. Confident. So a confident person, very simply, is a person who trusts himself or herself. They have a lot of self-confidence. They can speak their mind. They are very brave. It's very similar to charismatic. So confident person is a person who is not shy or not very fearful or afraid. They are very brave, confident. They can share their ideas with other people without any fear. So that's the third word that we have here. So those were 9 positive words or adjectives that we can use to describe ourselves. Okay? Now, let us go and see some negative ways in which we can describe our personalities. Okay? Of course, there aren't only positive personalities, there can also be negative ones. So let's see some adjectives that exactly. So doesn't do things without hurrying, all right, or without thinking as well. Yep. So let us see some adjectives that we can use to describe negative personalities. And the first one will be this: stubborn. So I have 3 words for you. So stubborn, moody, impatient. Stubborn, moody, and impatient. And let me ask you guys if you know what we mean by these words: stubborn, moody, and impatient. If you know the meaning of any one of these words, please feel free to share it with us in the chat box. So stubborn, moody, and impatient. I'm not sure if you guys can still have the problem with this. So I want to just check while you guys are maybe writing the okay, so no idea for our team who's stuck in own decision. Great. Yes, you are very close to the meaning, Sokram. So I want to just check, if you don't mind. I will just check if the camera is the camera problem. Okay. I think that the camera is still there. So I will just keep uh, the camera window small. Okay, so let me share with you Sokram's answer, and actually he got it correct. So a stubborn person is a person who is stuck on his in one decision. So it's a person who will, they don't change their mind, they don't change their ideas, they just take one idea and they stick to it. Okay, but especially when we say that in a negative way. So let me maybe give you an example. Imagine your friend, for example, is smoking, or he does some very bad habit, he has a very bad habit. A stubborn person, if you speak to him, he will stick to that and he will say, no, I will not change this, I will not do that. So, this is what we mean by a stubborn person. So, stubborn person, again, is a person who refuses to change his mind, even if it is wrong. So, even if it is wrong, they don't change their mind. Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you think that being stubborn is a positive thing or a negative thing? Because I included it with negative adjectives, but maybe for some of you it's positive. So let me know in the chat. Do you think that being stubborn, not changing your mind, and insisting on your opinion, even if it's wrong, is a good or a bad thing? Well, what do you think? And while you do that, I will give you another synonym for stubborn. For stubborn. So stubborn, we say a stubborn person, they don't listen, or also we say, let me write for you the word, Pessimistic? Not really. Not this time, Jack. Maybe it's if the decision. So for Amin, if the decision is 100% or my idea is 100%, it's a good thing to be stubborn and to stick to it. I completely agree with that. So in English, we say a stubborn person, or also we say strong headed. Strong headed. So a strong headed person is a person who doesn't change his mind. Artyom, do you need some more explanation on resourceful? Because I didn't get your question. Let me share with you also Sukram's answer. So Sukrami said, if the intention is for goodwill, then being stubborn is a good thing. I completely agree. So if you think that your idea is positive, of course you can be stubborn and you can stick to your idea. But it becomes negative when you know that you are wrong, when you know that your decision is bad, but still like attached to your decision or your opinion. These were three first adjectives that describe negative personalities. Oh, okay, I just did one. Sorry, I thought I already did the others. I almost moved to the next one. Sorry for that. Let's go to the next one. It's moody. Moody. What do you guys think moody means? A moody person. So moody person, what does that mean? So let me just uh, remind those of you who have just joined. So today we're talking about personality, how to describe your personality. And we started with some positive adjectives that we can use to describe our personality. And now we are looking at some negative adjectives to describe our personality. Of course, if you have just joined, share with us your ideas. And of course, don't forget to like this video, and of course share it with your friends, your family, so that they can join us either on this one or on our next live streams. Okay, so who is as good at finding things? I'm not sure, Jack, if maybe there is a little bit of a gap between us, because I'm not sure if which adjective you are talking about. A person who is good in finding things. Maybe you are talking about resourceful. So maybe this is your answer. So Jack Efren has answered your question, Artyom. If you can check it in the chat. Let's see. So the opposite of generous, not really. I mean, not really. So a moody person is not the opposite of generous. Moody person, a person who can do anything in any time without thinking much. Not really. Again, moody, maybe a little bit, but let me share with you the definition of a moody person. So a moody person is a person whose mood, the mood is how I feel. Okay, so a moody person is a person whose mood changes very quickly. So a moody person, if you are sitting with a moody person, maybe he is joking with you, you are both laughing and smiling, and suddenly he gets or she gets mad. Okay. So their mood, their feelings, their emotions change very fast. Okay. So we say that this person is a moody person. Again, a moody person is a person whose mood, whose feelings, whose emotions change very quickly and suddenly. So they are suddenly laughing with you, and suddenly they are very mad at you, and they are screaming and shouting. So this is a moody person. Let us now move to the last one in this slide, which is impatient. Impatient. Obstinate. Yes, so we can say obstinate, but let me recheck it, please. Great, but your example, okay. So Jack Efron, so you he said obstinate. Obstinate, he added it as it's a synonym for stubborn. So we can say stubborn, we can say strong-headed, or we can say like Jack Efron shared with us, a person is obstinate. They don't like to change their mind. They will stick to their opinion even if it is wrong. Okay, great. So I said the last word will be impatient. So very simply, Exactly. So Amin explained it in a very good way. I will share it with you guys. So impatient, Amin said, is a person who doesn't like to wait. I don't like to wait. I want what I want now. Okay. So if someone is making him coffee, he will say, "No, you need to be very fast. I can't wait for you." I can say that this person is very impatient. They can't wait. The opposite of it is patient. Is a patient person. So the opposite of it is a patient person. A patient person, they can wait. They can wait, and they can give you as much time as you want. So we can say that this person is patient. All right. Awesome. So I can see that more and more people are joining our live stream. Welcome to this fourth live stream on our YouTube channel, Woo English. So as we said, we will have two live streams every week, and this is the fourth one. So the live streams, of course, will be about different topics. Today's topic is how to describe your personality in English. Okay, so we have shown or we have seen some words that we can use to describe personality in a positive way. Now we are seeing the negative ways in which we can describe personality. We talked about stubborn, someone who doesn't listen, who doesn't change his mind. Moody, a person who changes his mind, his feelings, his emotions suddenly and without any warning. And the last one is impatient, a person who cannot wait. He can't wait. We call this person an impatient person. Let's see the second set of words. The second set of words, Iman already told us one, which is selfish, the second one. But let us start with arrogant. An arrogant person is a person who likes himself or herself, a person who thinks that he is better than the rest. I am the best, okay? I am the best person there is. I'm better than you, okay? I am very arrogant, all right? I'm very arrogant. I like, as we say in English, they like to show off. Look at my car, look at my house, look at my clothes. I have very good clothes. So, this is a person who is arrogant. They like themselves, they like to show off, and also they think that they are better than other people. Exactly, Jack Efron. So, it's a person who is trying to be bossy. He's trying to be the boss of everyone else. Okay? So, an arrogant person. Wonderful. The second word is selfish. So, a selfish person, there is a word that you know there, which is self. Myself, for example, self. So, a selfish person is a person who only thinks about himself or herself. Okay? Exactly. They don't give any, I mean, we say value in English, value. So, a selfish person is a person who only thinks about himself. If there is, for example, if there is one apple or one apple, let's stick with this answer. If there is one apple and there is nothing else to share, and there are two people, he will say, "No, I will not share my apple with anyone. I don't want to share. I will eat this apple by myself." Okay? This is a selfish person. They don't like to share, they think only about themselves. Okay? This is the second one. The last one is a greedy person. A greedy person. All right? A greedy person, and of course, if you know the meaning of any of these words, feel free to share it with us in the chat. So, a greedy person is a person who um, uh, wants everything. They want even what you already have. So it's a person who never gets enough. Okay. So if a greedy person, for example, has $100, they want $200. They want more. Okay. All right. Changing interest. Not really. Jack Efron. It's not about maybe changing interest. That's a moody person. Maybe that you mean a moody person. Yes. So I was saying that a greedy person is a person who wanna take. So it's related to selfish. A selfish person is a person who wants something to just for himself. Okay. A greedy person, not only does he want what he or she has, they also want what you have. Okay. I have a car, but I also want your car. Okay. Greedy. I don't have enough. Give me more. So this is a greedy person. All right, so the second set of words, let me hide my comment. So the second set of words is arrogant, selfish, greedy. We will see the last set, the last three words that I have for you for negative words that we can use to describe personality. We have three more, which are narrow-minded, deceitful, and grumpy person. So again, please pay attention to the pronunciation: narrow-minded, deceitful, and grumpy person. I will explain them one by one. So for a narrow-minded person is a person who is not very open. They have very limited opinions, okay? And they don't accept the opinions of others. They don't accept the ideas of others, and even they don't accept people who are different from them, okay? So for example, if you speak a different language, I will not accept you. If you have a different skin color, I will not accept you. If you have a different religion, I don't accept you. No, actually, Iman. So Iman asking, uh, uh, actually not stubborn. In this case, not stubborn. I will give you the opposite of narrow-minded. Narrow-minded actually is the opposite of open-minded. Let's say yes. So narrow-minded is actually the opposite of open-minded. I will explain to you because I see the same comment, which is that is narrow-minded the same as stubborn? Actually not. So stubborn person is a person who refuses to take ideas of others and to do them. For example, if you give a piece of advice to a stubborn person, they will not take it. They will stick to their own opinion, even if it is wrong. But a narrow-minded person is a person who sees the world in a limited ways, and also a person who doesn't accept people who are different. For example, if you have a different skin color, I will not accept you. Okay, I'm narrow-minded. If you, for example, if you have different opinions from me, I will not accept you. I don't want to talk to you. Okay, and your ideas are wrong. Okay, let me give you another example. Exactly. So they don't accept others' opinions. I completely agree with you, Amy. Now I think you got it. So maybe if you have a different political opinion. So, for example, I like this person, you like this person, I cannot talk to you. I don't accept that. You should be like me. I'm a narrow minded person. So, again, a stubborn person is a person who cannot change his mind very quickly, okay, or at all. But a narrow minded is a person who does not accept other opinion different from his. Iman, I hope it's clear for you. So let me know in the chat if the difference between the two is clear, because she asked about the difference. Let's go to the next word, which is deceitful. A deceitful person. Well, basically, a deceitful person is a person who will smile at you, but inside they hate you. Okay, so it's deceitful. Maybe they can promise you something and not do it. They know that they will not do it, and especially if they want something from you. Okay, so they will say, hey, just give me the word, just give me this and I will do this later for you. But when they take the money for you, for example, they will disappear. So a deceitful person. Politicians, for example, can be very deceitful. because they give a lot of promises, but they know that they just want their interest. They just want you to vote for them. Okay? So deceitful person. So let me maybe repeat it for those of you who have just joined. Deceitful person, it's a negative personality, and it means a person who gives you one face, but inside he is or he has different ideas. Okay, so he is trying to trick you. This is what we call a deceitful person. We are actually coming to that, Jack Efron. Let me go to the last negative adjective that I have for you, which is a grumpy person. A grumpy person. Very simply, a grumpy person is a person who does not like to, doesn't smile. Manipulative, exactly. So I like the word that Iman said. Manipulative to some extent. So it's a person who makes you do something for his interest. Manipulative, exactly. Though deceitful, he can maybe sometimes he can't make you do things. He can just make you believe certain things and do the opposite. Okay, so the last word is grumpy person. Grumpy person. And a grumpy person is simply a person who doesn't smile. They don't smile at all. So they just always frowning. So they are always mad. They are always in a bad mood. So we call this person a grumpy person. They never smile even. So they don't smile. They just like very grumpy all the time. Okay. So these were the last three adjectives that I wanted to introduce. I want to introduce two more. I've seen them here in the chat box, but I will introduce them right now. So these two, I don't know whether they are positive or negative. So you guys tell me whether they are positive or negative. But oh, wonderful, wonderful. So Iman says that this is the opposite of joyful, and I agree. So a grumpy person is the opposite of a person who is joyful, who is always happy. A grumpy person, always sad, always they look very mad and very angry. So we say a grumpy person. Let us now move to the next slide. In the next slide, I have two words for you. I've seen them before in the chat, and I want you guys to tell me what is the difference between them. Extrovert, introvert. Extrovert, introvert. What is the difference between these two words? An extrovert and an introvert person. So I will give you just a little bit of time to think. Maybe while you are thinking about the difference or writing it, even if you are writing the difference between these two words, let me just take the chance to remind you guys about the topic of today's live stream, which is describing personality. Describing personality. So we saw some adjectives on how to describe personality positively, how to describe it negatively. Now we will end with which are extrovert and introvert. Of course, I would be very, very happy if you like this video or like this live stream and also share it with your friends. Maybe they want to join us. Maybe they also want to benefit and learn how to describe our personality. Let's see what you guys are talking about here. Okay, so Amin said introvert is a person who likes to stay at home, and you, Amin, are correct. So an intro, so it's in the name intro. It's a person who likes to stay inside the house. All right. And of course, Artium gave us the opposite, which is an extrovert, which is a person who always like to be outside in the open world. Great. Yes. So yes, you guys got it correct. So Amin told us what is an introvert. Artium told us what is an introvert or extrovert. So I will explain them now. So introverted person is a person who likes to stay inside the house. They don't like to be with other people. They like to be alone. Okay, they don't like to go outside to parties, for example. They don't like that. On the opposite, a person, yes, Jack Efren, I will share your answer. So, an introvert is a person who doesn't like to meet people often. Very good. So, it's also a person who don't have a lot of friends. Maybe they have just one or two friends. Iman, yes, exactly. So, for introverts, if they interact a lot with people, they don't have any more energy. They do a lot of effort to be with other people, so that's why they like to stay alone. Exactly. So the opposite of it, very quick, very simply, is an extrovert. It's a person who likes to be with other people. They like to be around other people. They like to go to parties. They like to go to shows and concerts. Okay. They like to talk to other people. And mostly they have a lot of friends. Okay. They have a lot of friends. So introvert, they like to stay at home. They don't have a lot of friends. They like to stay alone. And extrovert is the opposite. It's a person who likes to stay outside. He likes to be with other people. They like to be in events and parties. And also, they have a lot of friends. And yes, I mean, so an extrovert is actually a sociable person. Mostly, a sociable person is an extrovert. They like to be outside, they like to be around other people. So, yes, we can say extrovert or introvert. Let me ask you now a question. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? So, what do you think? Let me know in the chat. Which one are you guys? Are you introvert or are you an extrovert? So, let's see. So, okay, I'm waiting for your messages. So, okay, Iman is introvert. Yes, all right. So Iman is introvert. Let's see what the others think. Oh, all right. So we Jack Efren. He said he is not just extrovert. He is super extroverted. All right. Yes. Okay. So introvert. Iman is introvert. Jack is extrovert, and then we have Amin. So Amin, he said that he is both. He is both introvert and extrovert. And there exists this kind of people. Sometimes they like to stay at home. Sometimes they like to be around people. Sometimes they like to be alone. Sometimes they like to be with their friends. Actually, in English, there is a name for this kind of word of people who are not 100% introvert and not 100% extrovert. Okay, Iman got it. Iman got it. Yes. So an ambivert, and I wanted to share this word with you. Um, so Kram, what about you? So are you introverted or extroverted? So let us know in the chat. Let's see Amin. So Amin, he said, if I am angry, I like to stay at home, but when I'm in a good mood, I like to discover the world. Of course, so like Iman said, so this kind of people, we call them an ambivert. So let me maybe repeat. So three types of people when it comes to whether they like to be around other people or not. So extroverts, they like to be around other people, they like to be outside. Introverts, they like to stay alone, but ambiverts, it's in the between. So sometimes they are extrovert, sometimes they are introvert. So I hope it's clear so far. Please let me know if you have any questions. And now I will show you. Let's see what we have. Yes. So now we have seen some adjectives on how to describe people positively, how to describe people negatively. My question to you is, how can I use that in a sentence? How can I formulate a sentence to describe myself? What verb shall I use? And very simply, this is what we have in this slide. So on this slide, we use subject. By the subjects I mean I or you or my friend or my wife or my parents, my father, plus the verb to be I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, they are, you are, and they are. And then we use the adjective. And I gave you some examples there. So I can say I am, and then I can add the adjective. I am happy. I am introvert. I am an extrovert. You are, so I can say you are very grumpy. You are very confident. You are very charismatic. My friend is, and then we can describe your friend. So this is how we use these adjectives in a sentence. All right. Let us now see some adjectives or some examples, sorry, some examples on how to use the adjectives that we have seen today in a sentence. So let us move directly to that. I hope the screen is still clear. Let me know if the adjectives are readable. You can read them. Let me know, please. Otherwise, I will be reading them for you. So, uh, sociable, for example, this is the first adjectives that we have seen today. So, sociable. So, I can say as an example, it's blurry. Maybe if you can change because I have it open here on my phone, and it's maybe just the quality of the video. So if you can change the quality of the video, they will be clear. Otherwise, I will read them for you. Don't worry about that. So I will read them for you. So sociable, I can say I will read just some of them so that we don't waste a lot of time. Sociable. So if I want to describe my friend as sociable, I can say she is incredibly, like meaning very. She is incredibly sociable and enjoys attending social gatherings with friends. So if a person likes to attend social gatherings, sometimes we need to pay attention to do things. Uh, yes, so if affable is always positive. Exactly. So affable is indeed always positive, Emily. So let's see the second example. His affable nature makes it easy for him to strike up conversations with strangers. So when you are affable, when you are likable, people like you, we can say that you are affable. So it is a positive thing. You can start conversations with other people very easily. You can start conversations with other people very easily. Okay, let me see another one. So maybe we can take, for example, uh, trustworthy. So let's see an example about trustworthy. Of course, later what you can do when you, because this live stream will be on YouTube, will stay on our YouTube channel. So you can go to this part and you can pause and you can read all the sentences. uh, for example, trustworthy, an example, I can say, she is a trustworthy friend. You can confide in her with your secrets. And this is a very good thing. A trustworthy person is not someone just that you can give him your phone or your money or your car. A trustworthy person, you can even tell him your secrets. And you know that this person will not tell your secrets to other people. So this is a trustworthy person. I trust you with my secret. Okay, this is good. So let's see. Maybe I can go to arrogant. Arrogant, or uh, okay, let's see arrogant. So his arrogant attitude makes it difficult for others to work with him. When someone is arrogant, he likes himself and he thinks that he is better than anyone else. We can say that this person, you cannot work with them because they always like to speak and not let other people speak. They want to do things their way. They don't want to listen to you. So you don't want to work with an arrogant person. Maybe I will finish with narrow-minded, so I can see his narrow-minded views prevent him from accepting different perspectives. So when you have, or when someone has a narrow-minded perspective, when someone is narrow-minded, they don't accept other opinions. They don't accept other points of views. They think that only them are correct. Okay, so for the next slide, maybe let me see. All right. So for the next slide, I have for you some pictures. Your task will be to tell me what is the adjective. that we have in this picture. Okay, so what is the adjective that we can have in this picture? Let me see if you guys in the chat know what is the adjective that we have in this picture. So what do you think? Kind, absolutely, Jack. It's a kind person. So when I give someone the money, I'm kind. What else? Yes, Amin. So Amin says generous. Absolutely, especially when we give our money, we can say that we are generous. Generous, kind. Maybe if you have some other adjectives that can describe this person, let us know. I will move to the next one. So, yes, how would you describe this person? And we have seen this adjective, by the way. Oh, lovely. Let me go back to the other person. And I want to share what Jack Efron just said, or yes, what Jack Efron just said. A charitable person. I completely agree. So, a charitable person is a person who likes to share money with other people. Yes, exactly. So for the next one, it's not glumpy with L, it's with R. I mean, so with R. And Sukram, I see that Sukram also got the previous image correctly. Generous person. So grumpy. So we can say that this person is grumpy. Yes. So a grumpy person. Sure, we can also say pessimistic, but just pay attention with the spelling, with the way you write it, Jack Efron. So let me share it with you how we write it. So pessimistic, all right, pessimistic. So this is how I write it. I wrote it for you on the screen. Let us see the next picture. All right, how would you describe this person? How would you describe this person? So it's a person who is jumping, and that looks very dangerous. So, how would you guys describe the personality of this person? We have seen at least two words that can describe this person. We have seen them today. It's totally fine, Jack. It's totally fine. So it's there if you want the correct. I understand that typos can sometimes happen. All right. So let's see if anyone. Okay, yes. So adventurous, yes. So let me maybe share with you guys how we write it. So this is okay. Risky, sure. So someone who takes risk, though risky, we use it more with the objects. So we can say, if you do this, this is very risky. Okay. If you drive your car very fast around schools, that's very risky. But a person we can't say that the person is risky. Sure, we can say that this is a outdoor lover, so a person who likes to be outdoors. Absolutely adventurous. Sure. All right. Okay, so I think we can stop at that. How about this person? I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to you. Again, we saw two words that can describe this. I don't want to listen to you. I will do what I want. So we saw two adjectives that can describe for us this word or this image. Wanderlust. Great. So Kram is sharing with us some very wonderful. Amin has forgotten the word. I mean, if you go up the chat, you actually can find it. I will allow you to check the chat. All right, Iman got it. Iman got it. So Iman got it. So a stubborn person. Oh, I see that another person got it, which is Diana also got the word. So Diana and Iman, you guys got it correct. Maybe we can use another word actually. For this image, we can also use another word that we have seen. Sandy. So for this word Sandy, maybe okay, I see what you mean. Maybe this is a person who is closing his eyes or her eyes and trying to relax, but in this context, not really. So actually, it's not doing like this, but rather it's closing her, or she is closing her ears. She doesn't want to listen to other people. Like Iman and Diana said, we can describe her as stubborn, strong headed. She doesn't want to change her mind. She doesn't want. But also, we saw an adjective to describe a person who doesn't accept different opinions. We can say, I will give it to you. So, narrow-minded, narrow-minded. Let's. So, a narrow-minded person, a narrow-minded person. All right. Or Jack Efron says cocky. Let me see, please. Let me just check it. It's all right, a little bit. Yes, cocky, someone who likes himself or herself. Though the closest words that we can use from today's session are stubborn and narrow-minded. Sandy, I understand your point. So Sandy, that she is said that maybe she is meditating. Sure, but she is not doing like this, but rather she is closing her ears. She doesn't want to listen to us. All right. Okay, so maybe I will share with you three more expressions about. So basically, these idiomatic expressions or idioms are not adjectives; they are expressions that mean something. I will read them to you. I will describe them, or I will explain them to you. So, a heart of gold. If I want to describe you, if I say you are a heart of gold, you know the heart, the organ that we have here, a heart of gold. This means that you are very generous, you are very caring, and you are very kind. So, these are new ways to say to someone that you are nice. So, instead of saying just you are kind, you are nice, we can say you are a heart of gold. Okay, let us see the second one. So, wears the heart on their sleeve. The sleeve is this. So, this is the sleeve of my shirt. This is the sleeve of my shirt. A sleeve, okay? So, let me write it for you. Sleeve, okay? So, what I'm sharing with you now are some creative ways in which we can describe a person. I can see you have a heart or you are a heart of gold. This means that you are a very kind and nice person. If you wear your heart on your sleeve, this is a very metaphorical explanation. Of course, I can't put my heart here, so if I put my heart on my sleeve, this means that I am very open with my emotions. So if I show my emotions, if I express my feelings, this means that I put my heart on my sleeve. Okay, so in English we say to put my heart on my sleeve. Let me maybe hide my. You can see me now. I just hid my camera so that I can. You can see. All right. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Okay. All right. Sorry. Actually, what I did, I'm sorry. What I did was that I hid my camera so that you can see my screen. But apparently, It all right. It stopped my microphone as well. Sorry for that, guys. Yes. Okay, I didn't realize that. So, so I will go back, or I will go through uh, the words again. So these are creative, beautiful ways to describe a person. If I say that you have a heart of gold, this means that you are a kind and nice person. If I say that you put your heart on your sleeve, sorry, Jack. I'm sorry if I scared you because I disappeared suddenly. Sorry for that. So, if I say that you put your heart on your sleeve, this means that you show your emotions to people. You are not afraid to express yourselves and express your emotions. And the last one is you are a real people person. You are a real people person. This means you like to interact with people, you like to be around other people, and as we've said earlier, you are a sociable person. You are a people's person. I gave you three creative adjectives to describe good people. I will now give you three adjectives to describe bad people. Okay, so let's see the three next adjectives. If I say, for example, the first one, if I describe someone as two faced or double faced, if I say, hey, don't trust him, he is double faced, this means that this person has two faces, okay? He can be nice sometimes, but behind your back, maybe he is a different person. A two-sided or two-faced person can always tell very good things to you. He can say, hey, you are my friend, really like you, we are best friends. But when he goes to another one, he can say, you know, this person is very bad, I hate him, etc. Iman gave us a very good synonym for a two-faced or double-faced person, which she is a hypocrite. Please pay attention to the pronunciation. A hypocrite. A hypocrite person is a person who doesn't say or doesn't show what they have in their heart. The second one, a cold fish. A cold fish. So a cold fish is a person who is not very warm. He doesn't show his emotions and he is very distant from you. So he is very cold and he treats people in a very cold way. Next one, a wolf in a sheep's clothing. So you know what is a wolf? So a wolf is the animal that it's like a dog, but they live in the wild. A wolf, okay, a wolf. Let me see if I will find the wolf in the chat. Probably I won't. So I will just leave it like that. So a wolf is an animal. So it's an animal that eats sheep. So sheep, like the animals that have those corn and stuff. So when I say that this person is a wolf in a sheep's clothing, this means that he is acting like your friend, but he probably wants to hurt you. So if I say this person is a wolf in a clothes sheep, this means that he is just pretending he is your friend, but maybe he can hurt you. Okay. So these again were three creative ways to describe bad people. Finally, let me see. Okay. So I will skip this one. I will skip this answer because we did it in the first one. Now, the last question that I want to finish with, we will finish this live stream with this interesting question. How would you want your spouse's personality to be? So a spouse in English means, so spouse means your husband or wife. Oh, nice. Yes, Jack. So a backstabber, a person who stabs you in the back also. So when I say a spouse, I mean a husband or a wife. All right. So a husband or a wife. So I'm not sure whether you guys are married or not, but even if you are married, you can describe, I want you to describe your husband or your wife's personality. if you are not if you are not married, can you describe to us what is the personality that you want your husband or wife to have in the future? Okay, so let us see. Maybe for me, I will give you an example. Maybe for me, it's for example, I can describe my partner as smart, as creative, and kind. Right? For example, so this is my example: smart, creative, and kind. Amin has shared with us his hope or his dream for his wife's personality. So he said he wants his wife to be kind, to be generous, and to be open-minded. To be kind, to be generous, and to be open-minded. So, what about the rest of you guys? How would you want your husband or wife to be? Or, of course, if you are already married, what is the personality of your wife or of your husband? Share with us. And with that, probably we will end the stream. Okay. Yes. Jack Efron, he said, I'm single, but I hope that my would be wife should be tall, beautiful, and open minded. But pay attention, Jack Efron, we are here talking about personality because when we say tall person, this is not a personality, or when we say beautiful person, this is not personality, but open-minded, it is personality. Tall and beautiful, these are not personality, these are appearance. By the way, our next live stream will be actually about appearance. Okay, so it will be about how to describe appearance, how to describe your face, how to describe your eyes, how to describe your body, how to describe how tall you are. Iman said all of the above. Iman, if we say all of the above, does that mean that even the negative ones? Because all of the above include a lot of bad adjectives. All right. So maybe let me just, while you guys are typing, I would love to see more and more feedback. Please share with us the personality you want for your husband or for your wife. And while you are doing so, I wanna just remind you that this is our fourth live stream. We are talking today about personality. This is our last activity for today. And of course, I would love to thank those of you who have been with us from the beginning. Please don't forget to like this live stream, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe if you are not already to the YouTube channel. So Kram, he said, he likes or he wants his wife to be loyal or faithful, like he said before, and also to be a religious person. Sure. So a lot of people or different people have different preferences. I mean, he adds that he wants a wife that is not arrogant. So arrogant, he doesn't wife a person who likes herself too much and who is not full of herself, for example. Good. Maybe I would want to wait for one more. Let's have one more. I will share with you. Okay, I will share with you. I mean the details for the next live streams. I will share with you that in a moment. Okay, wonderful. So Iman, for her, Prince Charming, she wants a joyful person, a trustworthy person, a joyful, a person who is always smiling, the opposite of grumpy that we saw earlier. So joyful, trustworthy, a person who can be trusted, a person who is loyal, with money, of course, and also with secrets and stuff. And of course, lastly, she wants a person who will be adventurous, a person who likes to try new things, to try new experiences, and so on. And with that, I think we can end our live stream. So I will just go back. So that was it for today's live stream. Thank you so much for the the enthusiasm. Thank you for all the feedback, all the ideas that you shared with us, all of the engagement. I would love to remind you to like and share this live stream if you haven't already. And so, just for you to know, we will start having our two live streams per week, two live streams. Okay, let me share with you. So they will be on Saturday, like today, and on Wednesday. So let me share with you this on the screen. So we will have two live streams, one on Wednesday and one on Saturday, like today. The live streams will be mostly between 2 p.m. GMT. Please pay attention. It's GMT time, that is Greenwich time, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Of course, before every live stream, you will be notified on our YouTube channel. So please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so whenever there is a new live stream, you will be notified. Maybe I want to share with you also my personal YouTube channel, which is this. Maybe I will change the name later on to include my name, but this is my personal YouTube channel. Please join me there as well. I share other videos like the ones that we have today, but I share them in like video format. So grammar, vocabulary. So English Core 101. English Core 101 is my YouTube channel. Let me see if I can share with you also my uh the I can share with you the link to the channel. So this is it. All right, so this is my YouTube channel. You will find it in the chat. You can click the link, join me there. I will be posting some more videos. So I will see you on Wednesday, next Wednesday, for a new topic about English. Thank you so much for joining us today, and see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.